I'm Joe,
And I'm Liz.
and this is our love story.
We've been dating for about 10 years. We met in the 6th grade in middle school. We were in the same class.
Yeah, but I feel like our energy was, we met a little bit before that.
When?
I don't know.
We started in middle school. He would follow me everywhere.
I remember you following me.
No, he would follow me everywhere, and there was a time where my friends were getting so annoyed, so they told their teacher that this boy kept following us. And I was like, I have no idea who he is. But he would follow me, and then he would say, hey, he told me one time, I can do 20 pull-ups on the monkey bars. And I was like, okay. And I just walked away.
What I remember from the whole thing was I was just hanging out around the monkey bars doing pull-ups, and you pulled up and asked me how much pull-ups I could do. But that was my memory from that one.
No. Yeah, through the 10 years, it's been crazy, like just growing up with each other. We were 14 when we officially started dating. We were freshmen in high school. So I feel like our best memories have started as adults, just like growing up to be the people we actually are and not trying to figure ourselves out.
Mm-hmm.
But recently, just like getting a house and stuff and having like our own traditions, that's been one of my best memories of us dating.
And for me, it's,
I'm not sure.
I don't know, like the whole time, I guess we were talking, early on in like middle school and stuff. Like coming out of middle school, I'd always try to give her the opportunity to date
Middle
me.
school. Don't date in middle
To
school.
date me. To date me. But yeah, she would always kind of push me away. And then finally one day, I had told her, and I said, all right, this is the last chance I'm giving you. So what are you going to do with it? And I remember her telling me that she had to ask her friend Jasmine to what she thought about it.
I said, I don't know. I have to talk to my friend.
And I was like, you don't need to talk to your friend. I was like, it's either now or never. And
I think I said fine. And that was freshman year, though.
Yeah, it was freshman year.
And that was after a summer where we hung out. We were hanging out like every day, 8th grade summer, at our local like neighborhood church. And we were just hanging out there the whole time. And I told him like, oh no, like we couldn't date or something. It was like 8th grade going into freshman year. It was like so weird. And then he got so mad at me, so he avoided me the whole first day of school, like all that stuff. And I was like, oh, he's being so annoying. So then come 7th period, I walk in and I see him, and he looks at me like, oh my God. And I was late because I couldn't find the class. So when I got in, the only seat that was available was the one right across from him. And he got up. Once I sat down, he got up and he moved to one further.
So it's obviously not the only seat that was open.
Yeah, but the closest one to me. And then the teacher had us, she had us get up. She's like, everyone stand, we're going to do a seating chart. So then she lets all the back rows go in first. And then we were still standing with a group of like other 5 people. And she lists the first row, and she lists the people, and then she's like, Joseph, and then she says, Elizabeth, and I'm like, oh my God, we're going to sit next to each other. So that's when we started talking again after that.
Well, you forgot to mention that one part where she said,
No, that was our substitute teacher.
No, she didn't. She said, everyone go to get acquainted to your neighbor.
Yeah.
Look at him and make a funny face. And we just made eye contact, and I just said, oh, it was like, good one.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God. So he was being so annoying that day.
She didn't like that one.
I was like, whatever. But we had to be partners for everything, so it was kind of inevitable to.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, we're not going to be able to avoid each other this year. And then for a script, they had us be Romeo and Juliet, and everyone was like, ooh. And I was like, oh my God, because everyone knew.
Yeah, they all knew.
But yeah, that was fun. But then he proposed.
Well, it was a big jump.
After that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how we're here now.
Yeah, and proposal was kind of nerve-wracking. Not really for me.
For me.
For her, she knew the whole time, but I tried to play it off the best I could.
You did play it off. I was like,
I don't know what you're talking about. But it just so happened that it was on our 10-year anniversary.
Yeah.
And
we're going out of town, and he gave me no other choice but to go out of town. I was like, can we just stay home? I don't understand why we have to leave.
So I'd rather save money.
Yeah.
Like, nah, we got to go.
And then, he was, so we went, and he's like, oh, I picked this place to go to dinner, and I'm vegetarian. So then I look up the menu, and I'm like, why would you pick a place where I can't even eat? So I was in a bad mood because no food makes me in a bad mood. So I was like, why would you choose a place?
The food was all right, though.
It was all right. But I was upset, so I was already hangry, and he was getting in a bad mood. He's like, fine, we'll just change it to somewhere else. But he had this place, I
already had made reservations.
Yeah.
I called the manager and told him what I was doing. And
I was like, it's fine, I'll just eat vegetables. And I'll just eat vegetables in like a soup or something, because they didn't have anything else other than like a side of veggies or something.
I mainly picked it for the view. I didn't pick it for the food.
Yeah. So then I was like, no, it's fine, let's go. So we go, and it was in South Lake Tahoe. So we go, and it's up in this restaurant, and it's the top floor, and you get like the city view. So then we go, and we get like the corner seat where you have like all the windows, and I'm like, oh my God, it's gonna happen here. I am not ready. Like, I want to leave. So we go through dinner and stuff, and then we start getting closer to where we want to leave, and he's like, oh, let's do dessert. And I'm like, no, can we please get out of here? Like, I just want to leave. I want to leave. And he says, no, let me go to the bathroom. And I was like, oh my God.
I never use the bathroom in public places, so that was like...
Yeah, he hates public restrooms. So I was like, oh my goodness,
I asked the waiter, I was like, hey man, where's the bathroom at? And he's like, oh, let me show you. And it's already like, they never do that. So me and him walked to the entrance of the bathroom, and I'm just like, hey man, look. He's all, how do you want to do this? And I said, well, I'm gonna give you, what'd I say? I'm gonna give you my phone right now.
And you start recording.
And I'm gonna talk to her at the table, and then once you see me kind of stand up and reach for my ring, that's when I want you to come up and record. And he did, but it was his whole recording was
he was an older
he was an older man, so he was all trying to he was trying to comment. And he was like, "Wow, that's nice" in the background of the video the whole time.
Yeah.
And I was like, man.
He's like, "Congratulations!" like all in the video. But I was like, "Oh my goodness!" So when he did that, I was pulling my hand because he was like starting to talk to me.
I was like talking to her, and I was like, hey, why are you nervous? And she's like, stop. And she started tearing up. And I was like, she's like, stop, let's go, not here. And I was like, what are you talking about?
I told him, not here, let's go, please, let's go. And he's like, what are you talking about? And I said, Joseph, please stop. Let's leave right now. Like, you don't have to do this. It's not a big deal. And I kept pulling my hand, and he's like, stop pulling your hand. So then finally I was just like, fine. So I was just crying, like, with my hand like this. And then he comes around, and then he proposes, and I'm like, oh my God, I still want to get... Now I froze, and I didn't know what to do. And I was like, I want to leave so bad, but I'm so embarrassed to get up to, like, leave.
And I guess someone else proposed that same night, too.
Yeah, I
right down the way. And I was like, oh, that's weird. But
ours was better.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and now... we're having maybe a COVID wedding.
Yeah.
With everything going on, it's been a little hard to plan. We booked our venue, and now we're like not even sure if
they're not even sure if we can have it there.
Yeah. So I'm excited for the ceremony, and I don't care about the rest. I don't know what I'm sure you're excited for the party.
I'm pretty excited about the whole thing. Just when we pulled up to the venue, I already knew like it was gonna be something special, just from the way it looked and stuff.
Yeah.
So I know just like the whole. I'm excited, honestly, for like the pictures afterwards.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be pretty awesome.
I'm excited for the ceremony, but you're a little excited for something else.
I like partying though too.
Yeah, I'm assuming. So I just want that part to go perfect, and then I could care less about the rest.
And for love, I guess the way I define it is like a friendship, really, because that's really the main thing that draws me closer to her is the fact that I can talk to her, and she's just like my best friend, and everything with us is pretty much open. It took a while to get to that point, but
Yeah.
if we
10
definitely,
years.
we definitely pushed past a lot of headache and heartache for sure
Yeah.
to get to the point where we're at, and I'm pretty happy we stayed persistent on the whole thing.
Yeah. And mine is just consistency and stability. I'm like, I never had stability growing up. So just like having someone that's like, oh, I can always call, or I know 100% this person has like my back is like everything to me. That's like the best thing that you could ever offer me is your support and presence. So the fact that he's been through everything, like he's the first person I call for everything. I don't have like a family dynamic where it's like, oh, for any, like for any little reason you can call someone and you know that your dad or your mom will be there or whatever. My mom is very nonchalant with things. She's like, oh, it's just a flat tire. Just wait until whatever. I'm like, what the heck? Like, can you come pick me up? But he's just 100% supportive, and so is his family. And I'm super grateful for that love, that love language that he gives me, which is his presence. And
now that's why I'm daddy.
oh wow. But yeah, that's our love story.
Yeah, and that's it.
Pretty much it.